Sawadee krap, I'm JP Mestanza, and today is Friday, November 29th. Please be aware that today marks the release of the latest edition of the Phuket News English language newspaper, as well as our Thai language sister paper, Kao Phuket. Grab your copy at locations around the island. You're watching Phuket Extra, brought to you by pvcphuket.com. Police are now looking into what happened in the final moments of a woman whose body was found washed ashore at the tip of Saphan Hin Cape just this morning. The body was found shortly after 6 a.m. this morning at Saphan Hin, and by the time police arrived, a small crowd of onlookers had gathered around the body. The woman, whom police right now believed was about 40 years old, was of Asian appearance, though no other indications of her identity were reported by police. She was wearing a blue floral dress and black pants. Due to the state that the body was in when it was found, police estimate that she had been dead for less than 24 hours by the time her body was discovered by locals exercising along the shore. By the time authorities arrived, her body was found lodged against rocks in the shallow water. Officers have begun checking for reports of missing persons in the area as part of their investigation. The body has been transferred to a forensic doctor for an autopsy to determine the cause of death. At this stage, police cannot confirm whether this was a case of foul play or an accident. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. 6 illegal jet skis were seized at Cape Yamu on Thursday, according to Phuket authorities. Phuket Marine Police and Marine Department officers inspected Yamu Pier in Pa Khlok on Thursday afternoon under an operation authorized by Phuket Governor Sophon Suwanarat and the Phuket Marine Chief. During the inspection, officers identified 6 jet skis operating without licenses, the operators of which were fined 10,000 baht per illegal jet ski, the maximum penalty under the law. To prevent future violations, the Phuket Marine Office issued a directive prohibiting unlicensed jet skis from providing services to tourists in Phuket. The move comes 2 days after Phuket officials and authorities met to integrate efforts in inspecting labor conditions and addressing human trafficking in marine fisheries and related businesses. That meeting reviewed progress made during the fiscal year, in which 5 inspections of fishing vessels at sea were carried out, involving 16 boats and 389 crew members, most of whom were Myanmar nationals. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. One of, if not the greatest mixed martial artists of all time, the legendary Anderson the Spider Silva is set to visit the island at the famed Bang Tao Muay Thai and MMA gym on the West Coast for an exclusive 2-day event, including a Q&A session and a technique seminar. The Brazilian holds the record for the longest title reign in UFC history, having held the UFC's world middleweight title for a record 2,457 days, in which he defended the title 10 consecutive times. 9 of which were finishes, another UFC record. He's also got the most knockouts in UFC title fights with a record of 7. He's also the record holder for the longest ever winning streak with 16. Anderson Silva has an incredibly long list of accolades and was known for his precision, creativity, and outright dominance in the octagon. Silva is set to visit the Bang Tao Muay Thai and MMA gym on December 7th and 8th. On the 7th, attendees will be able to ask questions to Silva about his career and take photos with him, as well as glimpse an open workout. On the 8th of December, Silva will host a technique seminar where he'll share some of his legendary strategies that he used in the cage for so many years. Those interested in attending the 2-day event can do so by registering at the link in the description. He's only the latest MMA superstar to visit the famed Bang Tao Muay Thai and MMA gym after visits by fight legends John Jones, George St. Pierre, Alexander Volkanovski, and Tyson Fury. For more, visit the link in the description.
Just before you break a bone.
Tourists are set to come back to Thailand in droves, and because of that, the Thai government, in collaboration with airlines and private sector stakeholders, are ramping up efforts to manage travel demand and address rising airfares ahead of the 2025 New Year holidays. The Civil Aviation Authority of Thailand has been tasked with monitoring airfare trends and working with airlines to increase capacity during the holiday season. The move comes as ticket prices are expected to surge between December 27th and 28th, as well as January 1st and 2nd, due to heightened demand and a reduced number of planes, currently 76 fewer than before the COVID-19 pandemic. To address the shortfall, the Thai Airlines Association will add 247 flights, offering an additional 48,244 seats from December 26th to January 5th. Many of these seats will be allocated to low-cost tickets, which became available for booking on November 18. Thai Airways International will also deploy larger aircraft on high-demand routes, including Phuket, Krabi, Chiang Mai, and Chiang Rai, adding 25,144 seats from early December to early January. Officials urged the public to prioritize direct bookings through airline websites for better pricing transparency. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. The government is intensifying efforts to crack down on the use of Thai nominees by foreigners in 5 high-risk business sectors by 2026, including tourism, real estate, logistics, warehousing, and the agricultural product trade. The Bangkok Post reports that measures were approved by a Commerce Ministry subcommittee on nominee business prevention and suppression on Wednesday, meant to better help authorities investigate and pursue legal action against companies suspected of using Thai nominees. A resolution was passed for the Department of Business Development, the DBD, to establish a center dedicated to handling complaints related to nominee activities. In the short term, officials say that related agencies will use existing laws to monitor and investigate and interrogate juristic persons suspected of using nominees in the 5 targeted business sectors. The target areas for inspection vary depending on the type of business, aiming to streamline operations and improve efficiency. For tourism and real estate, inspections will focus on key tourist provinces, including Phuket. For the medium term, the DBD plans to link business data with relevant agencies, such as law firms and accounting offices, to help screen companies at risk of using nominees. The Department of Business Development plans to investigate just over 26,800 juristic persons next year in tourism, real estate, hotels and resorts, transport and logistics, and e-commerce platforms, as well as warehouses nationwide as part of its crackdown on Thai nominees. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. It's finally happened. 7 years after the first publication of Michelin Guide Thailand, the country has its very first 3 Michelin-star restaurant, the Bangkok-based restaurant Son. The news was announced on Thursday in the unveiling ceremony in Bangkok for the 2025 Michelin Guide Thailand. The restaurant is helmed by chef Supakson Yongsiri, who goes by the nickname Chef Ice. Son, which is located in a traditional Thai house off Sukhumvit Soi 26 in Bangkok, they earned their first Michelin star back in 2019 and earned their second star just a year later. Son serves up Southern Thai cuisine prepared using traditional methods and was promoted for its excellence, quality, and consistency, according to a statement by Michelin. In the last 5 years, Son also rose to number 2 in the 2022 Asia's 50 Best Restaurants list. Meanwhile, one restaurant in the south has earned its first Michelin star, Alice Phuket, a restaurant that only opened its doors in December of last year and is located in neighboring Phang province. The restaurant, headed up by Chef Simon Rogan, is a 15-seat chef's table concept located at the Iniala Beach House Hotel. Phuket also continues to be the home of 2 Michelin Green Star restaurants, Pru, PRU, and Jampa, lauded for their sustainable practices. In addition, Phuket has 3 new entries to the Bib Gourmand list, a just-as-esteemed rating that recognizes friendly establishments that serve good food at moderate prices, bringing the total number of Bib Gourmand restaurants in Phuket to 19. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. Thanks so much for joining us on this Friday edition of Phuket Xtra, brought to you by pbcphuket.com. As we say goodbye to November, have a great weekend out there, and we'll see you in December next week. Until then, stay classy, Phukets.
Phuket's rapid modernization has made it one of the world's premier holiday destinations. Investors can still buy quality condominiums for as low as $75,000, and luxury properties can go all the way up to $20 million. Condominiums in Phuket are a safe, secure bricks-and-mortar investment, offering foreigners freehold ownership. Call or email Thai Residential, Phuket's #1 trusted real estate advisor, to find your perfect Phuket property.